I want to share the open code for the most inefficient market pattern I've ever seen. And I see this in 2023. This is a trading system in the Nasdaq on 30-minute bars. Here are the results, and I've filtered this to only show the trades from 2023. And I'm going to show you the open code for this. And the reason I'm revealing this is because I don't think it's going to continue to work. It's just extremely inefficient for those that don't understand the idea of market inefficiency versus efficiency. The theory is that markets are efficient and they're hard to trade. You can't just do something. You can't find something simple and obvious, this obvious and this simple. You can find simple strategies, but something this obvious and this simple is a major inefficiency that usually does not last forever and is usually corrected about this time in the cycle. Now, it could continue to work, but this is an example, and here is the equity curve. Again, these results are extreme. I've not seen a strategy that does this well on such a short period of time. $690 average trade profit. Now, I didn't put slippage and commission in this yet, but at this point, once you have $690 average trade profit, your slippage and commission is almost negligible. And $77.55 drawdown on $73,845. Last week in our daily video, we talked about how buying at the open and selling at the close has never done better as it has done in 2023. This is even better. Trading this setup is even better because it has a $2,000 stop loss and 65% of trades are profitable. And so this basically, I'm going to show you the code here for this strategy so you can see how it works. So here is the open code, and it is extremely simple. Basically, if it is 11 o'clock, we buy the market. This is the best time of day to buy so far in 2023. You have a 100-point stop loss in the Nasdaq futures, which is $2,000 per E-mini or 200 per micro. And if the time is 1700, then we sell this bar in the close. You can't automate this because the market will already be closed. This is 1 hour past the cash close. This is the session close time. And we're using 30-minute bars. So you could move this down to 1-minute bars and change that to 1659. So that is something you could do for automation. Exit somewhere between 1650 and 1659 to get approximately the same results. Now this I just added so you can see just the results from 2023. Now this actually works going back prior to 2023, but not nearly as well. So let's take a look at that. I'm going to remove this rule right here so you can see the difference. Now here are the results just for 2023. Even though we have 3 years of data, you see 6/7 2020 to 6/6 2023. Went back 3 years, and I'm going to remove this rule so it tests all 3 years. And so now let's take a look, and it still works. The drawdown is bigger, the average trade profit goes down, the total net profit is still higher, the trend is still up in the equity curve, but you can see how extreme this is performed. Now, we've also always known that if the market is down, there are times when buying after Europe closes can be a profitable setup, or covering shorts can be a profitable setup after Europe closes if the market is down. That is a slight advantage over time that we've seen before, but it's definitely not this strong. And so going back 3 years, buying at 11 o'clock is the strongest time period, and buying at 11 o'clock this year is extreme. It's better than buying at the open. We've noticed that there's a lot of chop at the open, and then sometimes trend, and then sometimes the trend does happen at the open, but on average, buying at 11 o'clock every day has been the best way to buy this market in 2023, and it may continue to work. Once too many people know about a certain strategy like this, then it can stop working. And so the reason that happens is because the sellers look for liquidity. And so if there's a lot of liquidity that starts to do one thing, then the institutional longer term sellers will sell into that liquidity. So this time will probably vary and not be as concentrated if this continues to work. So I wanted to share this with you. The main reason is because I think it's an inefficiency that will not continue to work, but I wanted to share with you some easy language code and ways to spot these setups. Most of my strategies are very simple. They usually usually have 2 or 3 rules though. They're not usually just buying at 11 or buying at 9:30, and so there's usually 2 or 3 rules at least. But this is a simple version of a strategy, and I wanted to share that with you today for what is going on in 2023 and just how extreme the buy programs have been. Hey, David Bean here. Welcome to Capstone Trading Systems YouTube page. Be sure to subscribe to join our community of algorithmic traders. We are real money traders. We share our winning streaks, we share our losing streaks, as well as market updates, strategies, and coding tips.